Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm Joe D. Ray, and today I just want to share some spiritual insights um, centered around the idea of momentum and how to capitalize on momentum, how to use it to your advantage, how to maintain the momentum and not let it fade. So, I often find that people who are spiritual seekers or self-motivated, right? We get this like joy of momentum. We have all this energy to invest in, but sometimes like that inspiration just stays at that level, which is inspiration. And I think that taking that inspiration, giving it focus, and taking it somewhere is a lot more convenient but also productive for the things that we want to bring into this world. So, for example, we all receive momentum at different levels, right? And it may look different for you, may look different for me. Um, but whenever you see that there's something going on, like pay attention. Sometimes, a lot of the times, it's because it's meant for you, and it's also Spirit's way of asking you, like, hey, are you going to take responsibility and do something about this? Because if not, you know, we'll find someone else to do exactly what we need. And I think that there's a lot of spiritual bypassing that happens in within the spiritual community, where we put things off, with the excuse of like, oh, Spirit's gonna do it. And it's like, sure, Spirit will meet you halfway, but we also have to do our part. um, like, spiritual bypassing is not the way. And I find it to be, you know, it's it's like a disservice to yourself. Like, if you have all this inspiration, you have all this will to get something done, right? Then roll up your sleeves and get it done. There's nothing wrong with putting in the work. Like, in this world, in this 3D world that we live in, we have to, you know, get productive, get busy, get a little dirty, and that is part of this world, and we need to respect it for what it is. I know sometimes we might want things to instantaneously manifest, but the reality is that it doesn't function that way. And think about this. If everything was to manifest instantaneously, this world would be in worse shape than it is, because um, we have over 80,000 to 100,000 thoughts per day. The majority of human beings, right? Which I would say 90 to 95% of those thoughts, depending on the human being, are centered around negativity. So imagine if things were to manifest, instantaneously, how debilitating this world would be. So in a way, we are given a lag time to kind of clean up our thinking and our belief, because it first begins with our belief. If you can positive think your way through many different things, but if your belief does not align with that, you're gonna have some shortcomings. So take advantage of momentum. It's there for a reason. Everything generates momentum. Like, before a business is materialized, there's momentum, right? Like, there's a belief, there's a thought, there's passion, desire, and then it comes down from that pillar into the physical world. And in the physical world, you either enjoy the fruits or you don't. So um, just to kind of wrap everything up, when you feel that there's momentum in your life, think of it as an auspicious time. Think of it as a time to roll your sleeves and get the work, flowing. And most important is that word that I just used, flowing. Let it flow. But at the same time, shake things up from time to time when you feel like something is not working in the ways that you feel and see in your mind. There's nothing wrong with shaking things up. Sometimes that is exactly what needs to be done. And so sitting around, waiting around for certain things to happen, that may have its place. But at the same time, like, take that inspiration, focus, put all of your focus, all of your being, all of your attention into that inspiration and take it somewhere. And sometimes when you're taking it somewhere, it might not go as fast, or it might not go where you think it should go. Sometimes it goes to a better place. So keep this in mind. And if it doesn't go to a better place, maybe it has to do with your belief and your thinking process. Like maybe there's a knack of low self-worth, or a lack of belief. So just consider these concepts, consider these ideas, and put them into action. And I promise you that if you take that inspiration, you give it focus and attention, and you take it somewhere, and you're really adamant and coming from a pure place, what you want to see in this world, in your reality, in your own world, period, it will materialize. But you first need to take that momentum and make use of it. So thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for taking time to consider these concepts, and most importantly, put them to use. All right, so thank you. I'm Joe D. Ray, and I will speak to you soon.